Yo guys, Lunar here. Welcome to another Minecraft Modern House build tutorial. In this episode I'm going to be remaking an old modern house that I made about a year ago. And it was on a different map because it was before I could expand my city on Xbox One. So I'm going to be rebuilding that house on Belterra and making tutorials because I do have one already, but it's has no commentary, so it's kind of a bit difficult to follow along. I still get messages all the time asking how to build certain parts of old tutorials that don't have commentary, so I think the best thing to do is just to remake all of the tutorials. Okay guys, so we're going to get started right away, and the first thing you're going to do is find a piece of land, and it has to be 82 by 69 blocks. So I've already placed down my mud here. Obviously because I'm building one higher than the actual land, I had to fill in all the blocks. So I have mine here, and the first block is going to be placed right there. So if you find this part here is going to be the front of the house, this corner here, and the garage needs to attach onto a road. So if you're building it next to a road, the garage will be here. So you kind of have to figure out where the bottom left-hand corner is going to be. So this is the bottom left-hand corner for me. The garage will be just up there somewhere, it'll attach onto this road. So that's kind of how you can figure out where you're going to be building it. And from this corner, you're going to go along by 18. So along this way by 18. And then you're going to go up by 19, and including this first block, so that would be 1. Then all the way up to, well, it'll be this one, 19. And that's where you place your first block, which is going to be glowstone. Okay. Now, originally I built this house on, it was the city texture pack, so a lot of the build incorporated glowstone, which was white, but now it's kind of like this weird browny gold color. So I will build it in this tutorial using this, but at some point I will probably change it to something else. Most likely beacons because they're really cool, or I was going to change it to redstone lamps, but because they need redstone to light up, it's not really any point in adding them in. It would have been cool with the redstone lamps. So just for the purpose of keeping all the materials the same as the original build, I'm just going to make it the glowstone, even though it doesn't look particularly nice in this color. I'll keep it the same color just now, and I will replace it later. I'll probably show you at the very end, once we finish all the tutorials, if I choose something else. I suppose I can make it white wool, and just add torches to make the build light up. Either that or beacons, I'll decide later anyway. Alright, so if you have your first block here, we're just going to get started on the first floor. So from here, all we're going to do is make this 6 high. Okay, so that's 6. And the whole first floor is just 6 high. Okay, and we're just going to go right round. The shape is kind of like a semicircle or an oval, kind of like that shape. And then we can get started on the second floor probably in the next video. So the materials you're going to need, take out glowstone. I also use oak wood planks and grey wool and a lot of glass. So we just need glass block just now. We can fill in windows with glass pane later. Okay, so that's the only 3 materials that we need right now. On the second floor, there's a lot more colors. Well, there's some more colors. It's color green and some other ones added in. But for this bottom half, we can just use these 4 just now. I'm going to go to sleep before we get started. Well, actually, we can fill in a few before I go to sleep. Alright, from this one, you're going to go diagonal down the way like this. And you're going to go take your oak planks and go all the way up. So remember, 6 high. And then you can leave a space between that one. Oak planks all the way up. like that. That's a window. And then you're going to go diagonal and down again. And this time you're going to change the grey wool all the way up. I think I can go to sleep now. And then once you've put in your grey wool, you can leave a space of 2 this time. And grey wool all the way up. Okay. And then from there, go 1 back. And you're going to make another window exactly the same as this. So it's oak plank, space, oak plank. Oh, too high. And then from there, you're going to go back by 1. And you're going to go all the way up from there. And then you're going to go diagonal up from there and all the way up. So like that. It's pretty much just like another window, but this one's filled in. Alright. So that's kind of like the first wall. That's kind of like the side wall to your main entrance, which is right here. So you'd come in this way, that would be the side wall. We'd have another one exactly like this on this side. Okay, now we're going to go onto the glass blocks. Now, just to save time, because I don't want to spend too much time on building tutorials, I'd much rather spend time showcasing all the builds, because I have quite a few to show you. We're just going to fill in the rest of this house with single blocks on the ground, so I'll just be like that, and then you can fill them up on your own all the way to 6 high, since it's the same block all the way up. Okay, so we're just going to fill in the rest of the bottom floor, just 1 block for just now. And then you can fill it up to 6, but I will just skip ahead to that part to show you what it looks like in the end. Okay, so from this block here, you have to place glass block 1 along by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And then we're going to go in a circular kind of shape here. So from there, you're going to go 1 back and go along by 2. And then 1 back along by 2. 1 back from there, 1, and then 1 back, another 1. So you can see we're starting to curve round. And then you're going to go 1 back from there, and it's going to be 2 wide. So you can kind of change directions now. And then from here you can go up and along by 1, and you can place down another 2. So that's what you should have so far. And then you're going to have 1 this direction again, and you're going to go along by 7 this time. So that's 7. Okay. And then another one sticking out again, it's going to be along by 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's kind of like the middle part of our circly bit there. And then from there, okay, we're going to go back down the way, and we're going to go along by 2. And then we're going to go down again, and we're going to go along by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to go turn the corner again. So we're going to go down the way, and we're going to go along by 2. Down the way again, along by 2. And then this is where we start to turn. We're going to go diagonal by 1, diagonal by another 1. And then it's 2 along this way, another 2 along that way, and then a final one which is going to be 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if we've done this right, hopefully this 6 here should be in line with this 6 here, which it is. So that means that you have done that part right. And if you haven't got these 2 6s matching up, then you should probably start again, because if this wall is wrong, then obviously the rest of the build will be wrong as well, so you have to make sure that they fit together nicely. Okay, so from there, we're going to take out our green wool, And we're going to make a window. So it's going to be green wool, and a space of 2, and green wool. Okay, and remember, once we've put in all the first blocks, we have to go around and fill them all up so they're 6 high. Okay, so just remember that. And from this green one, we can go back by 1, and it's going to be grey wool, 2 space, and grey wool. And then we're going to go back 1 there, and we're going to place in oak plank, 1 space, oak plank. And we're changing colors again. This time it's going to be light grey. So 1 back from the oak planks, you can place down your light grey, and it's only going to be 1 space, light grey. And now we're going to go diagonal from there. You can place in 1 glowstone, 2 grey wool, and another glowstone. So that's the shape that you should have so far. Okay. So now we're going to go along this way. As you can see, we're kind of going in a circle, and we'll eventually join up to there. Alright, so from here, you can go diagonal by 1, and you're going to have light grey wool, 1 space, light grey wool, and then you can go forward by 1, and oak plank, 1 space, another oak plank, and then you can go forward by 1 again and place 1 block of glowstone. And forward from there by 1 and place grey wool, and you're going to leave 2 spaces and grey wool. And from there you're going to go back down the way, and you're going to place in 2 green wools like that. Okay, and from this one you can leave a space of 3, so that'll be a 3 window wide. And then you can go diagonal up again. So you can see this is going to be a window, and it will kind of go in the way. And then again, you can just copy this, so it's going to be 2 grey. So 1 there, space of 2, and a grey. Okay, so that's this side pretty much done. The reason we're stopping here is because there is kind of like a garage. This is where the garage goes, so it kind of sticks out along the way. But we're going to add that on once we've done the actual main walls. Okay, so from here we can go back to the original block that we placed. And you can go from there and go forward by 1 and place grey. Okay. Leave a space of 1 and place a block of grey. Okay, and then forward by 1 again, and you can place grey there, dark grey. These are light grey. A space of 2, dark grey. This isn't a window this time, this is where the front door is. And then from here, we just have to copy this side, so we can place all the blocks exactly the same. So it will be 2 grey, like there, a glowstone, and then 2 oak planks, and then 1 there is going to be dark grey, like that, and then 1 back is going to be oak planks, and then followed by the 2 grey, like that. So that this side here is identical to that side. Okay, so now we have the main shape of our house. It's a very strange looking shape. It kind of looks like a turtle. Okay guys, so we have to now make sure that all of these are 6 high, so I'm just going to go around and fill them in up by 6. Okay? And you can do the same, and I will show you what the final part of the house should look like. Alright guys, so this is what your final house should look like. Forget about the the roof part here that I have filled in. The walls have all been filled up by 6 all the way around. So I'll just show you what they look like. All the way around should just be 6 high. And then what I've done is filled in the layer just above the walls here with grey wool, light grey wool. So this will be the floor for the next layer of walls there to be built. Okay. So all you have to do before the start of the next video is fill in the inside of all of the walls like this. Okay. And make sure that it's 1 higher than what we built, so it should be 7 above the ground. And when you come to this part here, where the garage will go, just fill it in all the way up to this wall, and all the way up to this wall. It doesn't matter if the roof part is perfect, because we'll be adding on a few more parts to it at the start of the next video before we can start building the next walls. Okay, so just get some of this filled in on the inside, and then the next video we can get the next layer of walls finished off. Okay guys? Okay guys, if you enjoyed the build tutorial, don't forget to leave a like below and subscribe to keep up to date with all of my build tutorials and my modern city builds, which I am currently in the middle of building. Okay guys, so I will see you next time.